Which of these popular face shields is the best for woodturners? That and more coming up. If you're not wearing a full face shield when you turn, you should be. This is the shield that I bought when I first bought my lathe. It's a 3M brand, so here in the United States, 3M is supposed to be a really good brand, and so that's what I purchased. It has all of the necessary information on it as to how well it protects you, meets all the specifications. Was a very nice shield for a while, but it broke. In fact, to take the photo for this video, I actually had to tape it together with some blue tape, and it didn't stay very long. Now, I could possibly glue it back together, but it's very difficult to get it to go back together. And the reason for that is these metal pieces right here, these metal pieces actually cut into the plastic, and there's not a whole lot of space around that metal for the plastic to hold together. So I found this shield was useful and it helped, and I used it quite a bit for turning until it broke. But I did find putting the shield part onto the top part here a little difficult. In fact, it's still not fully on there. Well, maybe it is now, but it wasn't earlier. It wasn't fully attached. You'll see in the other shield that I'm going to show you that this part around here does not offer a whole lot of protection. It is flexible. It will bend quite a bit. And this chin area doesn't come down low enough. So something can come up underneath the shield into your face. So that's another reason I didn't like this shield. One of the other things that I noticed about this shield that I can't really demonstrate because it's broken is when I would raise up the shield up above my head, it would stay there but not very well. Sometimes it would fall down. And so there's no clicks or anything. There's nothing except friction that holds this shield in place. This is not one I would recommend. Those of you that are looking for a shield, this is the kind that I would avoid. After doing some more research and watching some turners on YouTube, I decided on this style of face shield. This one's made by UVEX. I'd never heard of UVEX before. I've noticed on Amazon there's quite a few different brands of this particular style of mask. What's the difference between one and another, I don't know. But this is the one I've decided to go with. And you can see it's a lot more sturdy. The piece of plastic shield went into the headpiece really easily. It just popped right in and it can pop right out. It's very easy to change it or to take it out and clean it. So I like that feature. Another thing that I like about it, of course, is it has this plastic, this hard plastic all the way around the edge. And the area down here for the neck comes down farther. So there's more protection here. If something hits the side of this, it doesn't go anywhere except off. The other thing that I notice is that inside there's some ratchets, and it has a pin with some different ratchets, and you can, if you may have heard it snap. So if I want to pull up my face mask, it'll snap and it'll stay in that position. It's hard to get it down, which is fine. If it's on my head, it's easy to do. It does have a lot more to it than the 3M brand that I bought. So this is one that I would recommend for you. I had planned to make this video around March of 2020, and all of us know what happened in March of 2020. The pandemic hit, and suddenly face shields were extremely important for people in the medical fields and our first responders. So they weren't available for the regular public like us. Well, today, even though we're having a resurgence of the pandemic, most of the people that need a face shield for medical reasons have them, and they are available to the general public. So you can get on Amazon or wherever you want to go, and you can find a face shield. So there's no excuse for you not having a face shield when you do your turning. The other day, I was turning a piece of bacote into a handle, and this piece came flying off at me in high speed after I've had a catch. If I hadn't been wearing my face shield, this would have gone right into my forehead or my chin. I'm not sure exactly where it hit the face shield because it happened so fast, I didn't really see it. I heard it, but I didn't see it. Yes, this vest also helps to protect me from flying objects. This apron that I'm using for turning is one that I've had for a long time. I bought it way back in the 1960s when I started turning on a shopsmith. So yes, it's been around a while. It doesn't fit all that well anymore. That's what I have this little clip for. This little clip clips the straps behind my back because I can't tie them anymore. But it's a nice apron. It's split cowhide, it's pretty thick leather, and that adds the protection for my chest. Now, I'd suggest that you don't have to have a long one. This was fairly short. It just has to be long enough so that the chips flying off of the lathe hit the vest instead of your chest. Now, I would suggest that you get one without pockets. This one happened to have pockets when I bought it. This is why you don't have pockets. They get filled up with shavings from the lathe. So I'd suggest that you get a short one like this, fairly inexpensive. I've seen them on Amazon for very little money, but it's a nice added extra protection for you. Because remember, when you're working on a lathe, those parts are spinning pretty fast towards you, and they can come flying off very quickly towards you, and you can't get out of the way. If you're going to be doing some turning, I highly recommend a full face shield. Goggles or safety glasses are just not going to make it. It exposes your forehead and your rest of your face and your chin to something that's like a flying object coming at you at a very fast speed. So it's very important that you use a full face shield.